When you think of Jeju Island, it's easy to just picture the beautiful scenery, right? But looking at the material we're exploring today, I found there's a really fascinating story hidden beneath the surface. Yes, exactly. You could call it the deeper, inner layers of Jeju. It digs into how certain, contaminations of the past became the unique charm of Jeju today. That's right. It's about stepping away from it's just a pretty island, and instead looking at Jeju through the somewhat special lens the material offers. A special lens? Yes, and the key point is this: how did weaknesses become strengths? And it unpacks this through three perspectives. First, facing reality head-on, what they call, I, here, now. I, here, now. Then there's empathy and analogy, the ability to connect things together. And finally, serendipity, meaning the power to turn unexpected fortune into opportunity, like that. Wow, so you're saying that the isolation Jeju went through, its harsh nature, even its somewhat painful history, all of these actually became the driving force that shaped Jeju's character. Wow, that's a really intriguing perspective. Right? So shall we start with the first lens? I, here, now, what exactly does that mean? Well, to put it simply, it means looking at your present situation and its essence honestly, just as it is, without any embellishment. Facing reality. Yes. For example, take the condition of being an island. In the past, that obviously meant isolation and inconvenience, right? It would have. But according to the material, in today's complicated world, there are people who want that voluntary disconnection, you know? Yes, yes. For those people, this actually becomes an attractive feature, and thanks to it, a unique culture could be well preserved, a bit like the Galapagos. So you acknowledge the weakness, but it doesn't end there. You discover a new value right there. Exactly. Then the harsh natural environment will be the same, I suppose. Things like that soil and terrain unique to a volcanic island. Yes, yes. It must have been a hardship back then, but now, precisely because of that, Jeju's own distinctive landscapes and stories are being created, right? That's right. Mount Halazon, the Irium volcanic cones, the lava tubes, they're all like that. Another important thing is the geopolitical location. The location? Yes, the fact that it sits south of the Korean Peninsula, right in the middle of the East Asian seas. In the past, this became a cause of foreign invasions and military tension. And we can't leave out the painful history, like the April 3rd incident. Of course. But not turning away from that reality, facing it head-on, that's where change begins. Something like that. So it's saying, let's not stay trapped in just thinking we were victims, or we're the periphery. Yes, exactly. The material also talks about Rome and China, how they didn't just accept foreign culture, but remade it in their own way. Likewise, Jeju took, for example, the knowledge of people sent there in exile. The exiles. Yes. And the community spirit forged in harsh conditions, and sublimated them into Jeju's own wisdom and loyalty. That interpretation really struck me. Yes. And once you properly understand yourself like that, you move to the next stage, empathy and analogy. Through this, you connect with other things. Empathy and analogy. Analogy is that idea, right? Similar to be, finding similarities between different things. Right. It's a way of finding those similarities to create new meaning and new stories. For example, I think the material mentioned this too. Connecting Jeju's unique terrain with an Eastern worldview like Feng Shui, so that, this is a land where some special energy flows. Adding cultural value in that way, yes, that's it, like connecting dots to form a constellation. And as you connect things and build stories, an unexpected opportunity really does come along sometimes, and that's the third one, serendipity. Serendipity, like an accidental discovery. Yes, but rather than mere chance, it actually comes when the reality awareness we mentioned, I, here, now, and the connecting ability, empathy and analogy, are properly prepared. Even failures and weaknesses can become stepping stones to success. Looking at the cases in the material, it really hits home. For example, the weakness of being an island short on water. Yes, water shortage. They overcame it and created Samdesu, the top bottled water brand? Right, a complete reversal. And ponies used to be an important means of transport in the past, and drawing inspiration from that, there's the attempt to move toward becoming an electric vehicle special zone. This too is a great example of turning a weakness into an opportunity. And we can't leave out the Ale trails. Ah, the Ale trails, yes. That boundary of being an island and the spatial limitation of paths linking village to village, they turned it into a very special experience of walking along the edge. Yes, exactly. And there's also the story of Jeju women who lived so resiliently in that harsh environment. Through figures like Kim Manduk, it can be reappraised as an asset of a strong, women-centered culture. Wow, hearing this, the story of Jeju goes beyond simply being beautiful nature, doesn't it? It's a truly remarkable process of transforming hardship through one's own strength. In the end, the key seems to come down to how you set up and view relationships. Exactly. So this material sees the future of Jeju culture as depending on nature, love, morality, and fortune, that is, on how well it weaves together these elements called serendipity. A future direction. Yes, now, beyond primary agriculture and secondary tourism or manufacturing, it needs to advance to tertiary storytelling. For example, the legend of Zufu sent by Qin Shi Huang, or old Jeju myths like Grandmother Say Ol Monday. You know. Yes, the myths. The imagination to newly reinterpret these is important too. In the end, squarely facing here, now, existence, and connecting with other things, analogy, and turning unexpected elements into opportunity, serendipity. This approach, this could be quite a useful tool of thought, not just for Jeju, but perhaps for solving the complex problems you meet in your own life or work. Yes, that's right. Finally, shall we share one very intriguing question this material poses? What question is that? It's the idea that precisely because Jeju was isolated, it may have preserved intact some archetypal story of humanity, for example a creation myth, that's rare, even on a global scale. Wow, an archetypal story. Yes. Perhaps, in some neglected place around us, or within a difficult situation, there might be an important value or a key to solving problems that we haven't yet discovered. That's the kind of question it is. It seems well worth thinking about at least once.